Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's replacement for George will expose the character's true mistake that both young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory failed to acknowledge. Setting up the young Sheldon finale was George's unexpected death, something that was a long time coming but still devastating to watch. The character's demise was succeeded by an emotional funeral, which highlighted how great of a father he was. This was young Sheldon's final attempt at rehabilitating George's image from his less-than-ideal description in The Big Bang Theory because of Mary and Sheldon's stories about their time in Medford, Texas. Throughout its run, young Sheldon changed the way George was seen. By spending more time with the character, it became clear that he was far from the no-good, lazy father that Sheldon said he was. Young Sheldon also reckoned George's cheating scandal, revealing that Sheldon didn't know the whole picture about walking in on his father with a blonde woman. Amid all of these, however, there was a major sin that Lance Barber's character committed. It was something that neither young Sheldon nor The Big Bang Theory acknowledged, but will be highlighted in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. As the McAllisters become the new extended family in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, Mandy's parents will be vital parts of the new show's storytelling. While Rachel Bay Jones, Audrey McAllister, is essentially Mary's replacement as the new matriarch, her husband, Jim McAllister, played by Will Sasso, will fill the void that George left. Montana Jordan himself even confirms this, revealing that his on-screen father-in-law, who was introduced in Young Sheldon Season 6, will provide Georgie with the fatherly love that he lost when George died of a heart attack before the prequel wrapped up. Before Young Sheldon ended, the Big Bang Theory prequel was actually able to establish a connection between George and Jim. From the moment they met, there was immediate camaraderie, considering some similarities between their wives. At the start of Young Sheldon Season 7, the pair was even able to bond with baby Cease, as Missy sent them to do errands around the house while Mary was in Germany with Sheldon. Suffice it to say, had George continued to live, he and Jim would have been great friends, assuming that their respective wives could start to tolerate each other. While Audrey has been antagonistic of Georgie, Jim has always been supportive of Mandy's husband. After he lost his job at Mima's laundromat/illegal gambling den, it was the McAllister patriarch who offered his son-in-law a spot at their tire shop, something that would eventually prove to be very important to the successful future of Sheldon's brother. This makes it easy for Georgie to turn to his new father-in-law for whatever he needs. Despite how his relationship with Mandy started, Jim has welcomed Georgie and appreciates all the effort he has put into taking care of his family of 3. George tried to establish a connection with Sheldon and did a great job with Missy, but he could have done a much better job in his relationship with Georgie. Jim being a good father figure to Georgie is exactly how Georgie and Mandy's first marriage exposes George's biggest flaw. While the Cooper family patriarch wasn't lazy and didn't cheat, he was sorely lacking in terms of supporting his firstborn. George tried to establish a connection with Sheldon and did a great job with Missy, but he could have done a much better job in his relationship with Georgie. He never really believed that his eldest dreams amounted to anything. Instead of encouraging him to lean into his entrepreneurial skills, however, George either mocked him or ignored them altogether.